Morning, everybody. Catching the early light here out at Klamath Lake, day 3. We're about to wrap up our shoot here in Klamath today. We got one more morning of fishing. Then we're gonna go for a little paddle. I want to show Colby the springs while we're in town. But yeah, hopefully we get into a few more this morning. It's been a great trip so far. Lots of fish. Nothing but glass all weekend. So can't ask for more than that. Little fish whisperer, Dean Lim. All right, the cameraman gets a break and catches a fish too.
About time.
It's good for you, man.
I know. You guys are up on me like 10-1.
Well, it's hard because you're in charge of filming, so every time we hook up, and we've been hooking up nonstop.
I've been busy, you know. I haven't been able to punch out and get some fish.
Yeah, I'll be your net man here. Come on back. These are some hard fighting fish up here. There you go.
Snag.
Oh, right, sorry. Multitasking there, folks.
Nice.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
What kind of noise is that?
You're really pissing that heron off, Dean.
Super pretty, but
He's like, you ate my breakfast.
Oh, beautiful. So, Kobe, you've been filming off that thing now for, what, 5 days?
Yeah.
What do you think of that Big Fish 103?
I think it's great. You know, it's I mean, it's got its uses. You know, we went in the river, and you know, it's a big boat. But I mean, if you're covering water, looking to go fast, I mean, this thing's fast. It turns sharp. It's super stable. I've loaded it up with nothing and with everything, and it handles the job. So, I mean, overall, I'm pretty stoked on it. I was using the 108 until this one came out, and it just was a little too big for me. I think that one's really useful for bigger people or bigger gear. I just didn't really have a need for as much space as in the 108. So this was a great sort of secondary use for the Big Fish series of the 103. A little scaled down, a little more maneuverable, but really fast, really sharp turning, and super stable.
Why do you use it as a camera boat then?
Again, because I can kind of stand up and move around. I can turn around and get everything in and out. It also has the big deck in the front, so I can kind of, if I'm being honest, I usually put fishing gear in the front bow and then camera gear in the back, so I can kind of bounce back and forth between trying to get some fish and also filming. So you know, it has room, and it turns. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is it turns really easy. So when I'm trying to kind of just get into the right spot to get a shot, obviously our drives have reverse capability too, so you can really kind of get right into the right spot pretty quickly, and that's why this is the one I always take when we do filming.
I mean, I think it's the fact that you can pedal with your feet.
Yeah.
Your hands are free.
Yeah, I mean, it was always pedals for sure, but again, I think it was like the fact that this one will go so quick and turn.
Yeah.
And it's fairly quick to deploy the drive. You know, we need to pull up and get through an area and then back out, and but yeah, it's for me, it's just the speed and the turning on this one. So
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see the shots you get with it, man. And congrats on all the fish too. I love it when the cameraman can actually get in there and catch his fish.
We get a chance every once in a while too. So, yeah.
Nice. Geez, another fish. Dean has been on them this morning. I'm sure you'll see some of these photos in catalogs at some point. Magazine articles or blogs or whatever.
He's feisty, so I want to get him underwater release if we can.
yeah, you might have got some. Yeah.
So after that shot, Colby and I both took a break from filming and mostly focused on fishing for the rest of the morning. We went back to the cabin, reloaded on food. I think we all took a nap. But later that night, we headed back out to the lake for another spectacular evening of fishing. This time, Dean and I decided to take the pedal drives out because, honestly, for lake fishing, they're just a better way to go. Your hands are free. You're able to maneuver around a lot easier. The sunset was epic, and the fishing, again, was just off the hook. So last night, shooting with Dean Lim. Kobe's out here in the Moken tonight, letting us play in the Big Fish, which is really, really nice. Dean's got places to go, fish to catch. That guy's boogies. It was on our way back, and Dean said, I'm going to catch a fish on this dock. Watch. He made one cast, and sure enough,
Impressive.
hooked into a fish. And it wasn't just any fish. It was the biggest fish of the weekend. And Dean thought it might have been his personal best.
This is a big fish, Colby.
I saw it turn around the back. I'd rather you keep the net on that side this time.
Now on this side.
Yeah, and then pull the fish to the other side.
I just don't want to lose the fish, so
Yeah.
I try to. Good.
So this was the cap to an epic weekend of fishing in Klamath. We really appreciate Dean for showing us around, and kudos on this amazing, amazing trout. Unfortunately, wasn't quite his best though.
You know how many times I've caught a 28-inch fish and still can't hit 30?
Something tells me with how fishy Dean is, he'll hit 30 inches in no time. Be sure to check him out on Instagram if you're not already. And thanks so much for checking out our Oregon series. We hope you enjoy it, and if you do, hit that like button. It sure helps the channel out. Consider subscribing so you don't miss an episode. I've got one more episode left where I take Colby to one of my favorite paddling destinations in the world, Spring Creek, and show him around some of the most gorgeous water you'll ever see. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, this is Dan wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.